Hey guys, welcome back to Midwest Long Range. Today we're going to take a look at a really cool hunting rifle project we've got going on, and at the end of the series, we're going to give away this Riton X1 Primal 4-16 by 44. Stay tuned, and we'll give you all the details on how to get entered to win. So let's get it going. We're going to talk about this hunting rifle project I've put together, and I just want to kind of go over all the components that we chose to put this rifle together and some of the reasons of why. I wanted a rifle that wasn't terribly heavy and hard to get around with, and it was going to be easy to get in and out, side by side, four-wheeler truck, whatever. Something easy to pack around, but in a big enough caliber I could take anything from wild hogs to whitetail to even coyotes. So I needed something versatile. So what I chose to go with rifle-wise, and this is one of my personal ones, this is my Remington Model 7 HSSS 6.5 Creedmoor, a stainless steel Remington Model 7 barreled action in a HS Precision stock. For the trigger, we decided to go with the Timony Triggers Model 521 Remington Model 7 trigger. It adjusts from 1.5 to 4 pounds. One of the next main components I chose to go with was the Evolution Gunworks Remington Model 7 one-piece scope rail in 20 MOA. So the optic we chose on this project was the Riton X1 Primal 4-16 by 44. This scope has a 1-inch tube, side focus parallax, cap turrets. It does come with the lens caps on each end, and it has the rut reticle. Last but certainly not least, I chose to go with the Contessa scope rings. They are 1 inch for the 1-inch tube, and they are 8mm high, so this is like their low profile ring. Alright, so the last thing we have to do is get the scope and the rings mounted up on the rifle and get it sighted in at 100 yards. We're going to probably test a couple different types of ammunition. Now this is a 3-part video series. The next video we're going to go hunt. I'll probably go out on a few between now and then and try to harvest some animals, and I'd like to go coyote hunting and deer hunting and see if I can't find a wild hog in there somewhere. But this is pretty early while I'm filming this right now. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to be able to do. And the very last video, we're going to announce a winner, as you probably guessed from the title, scope giveaway. Riton Optics and Contessa Rings were generous enough to supply me with the rings and scope, and I want to give them away at the end of the project. So to be entered to win, you have to like the video, subscribe to the channel, forgive me, and I'd really appreciate it if you'd share this. It really helps out the channel a lot. Now, I will put my email address right here. You get all that done, shoot me an email, and we'll get you entered for the drawing. Whoever wins can have their new scope and new rings about Christmas time. So Merry Christmas from Midwest Long Range, Contessa, and Riton. Now, Timony Triggers and Evolution Gunworks did supply me the trigger and the scope rail for this project. I went to them, told them what I was doing. These components are very specific to the rifle I'm using, and so they will not be part of the giveaway. But the scope and scope rings will. So let's get this thing all mounted up, get it zeroed, and let's see how it shoots. Alright guys, so we're here on the bench. We're going to take a few shots down here at our 100-yard target to try to get this rifle zeroed and ready for hunting season. The ammo I'm going to use today is Federal's non-typical whitetail 140 grain soft point. Just some kind of typical what you'd find at the store hunting ammo. And we're just trying to use this to get get on paper and get close to where we want to be. And then I've got some gold medal burgers from Federal that we may try to see if the gun shoots a little better with those. And just get used to the whole setup. So let's take a few shots and see if we can't get this thing sighted in. All right. First impressions, first pull of the trigger, compared to the X Mark Pro, the Timony is just amazing. This gun, I remember last season I shot probably my biggest deer ever, and it just, the trigger in it made it awful. I was wondering if the gun was ever going to go off, but this is way better. The scope is very, very clear. Everything seems to be holding up great. So we're gonna dial our adjustment in here. All right, so we're gonna shoot some Federal loaded with Burger 130 grain. So let's see what we got. This is golden metal. All right, so we shot 2 shots pretty close together, and this is factory ammo. This is not hand loaded, so you know, and ammo's pretty hard to get. So I'm just going with what I can find. The gun may not like this exact load, but maybe we can do better with hand loads. But I've made an adjustment. I'm gonna see how close I can get to the bullseye. The barrel's a little warm, so I don't know how much I'm gonna take out of this, but let's just see what we get. Bullseye. I'll take it. So, there we go. So she is sighted in. She is ready to hunt. And we'll get this thing pulled off the bags here. Take one last look at it. All right, folks. So this is part 1. We've looked at the components. We've got the gun sighted in. We're ready to go hunting. In the next part of the series, we'll get out and we'll see if we can't harvest some animals. Be looking for that in the November time frame sometime. Now, just to go over the giveaway, so everybody remembers what I said earlier in the video, we are going to give away the Riton X1 Primal and the Contessa rings together. I will simply part them off the rifle, stick them in the box, and ship them direct to you. Now, to be entered to win, you have to subscribe. I will check, and like the video. If you want to share it, I'd really appreciate it. Send it to all your friends. Get everybody entered to win. And the exact date I will have right here as far as when the drawing will occur. I will put everybody's name into a spreadsheet. We'll do a random number generator, and Google will help me pick out who's going to win this, I guess. So that being said, get entered to win the scope. I'm going to show you what we can do with the scope out on the range, you know, in the field hunting. And that scope right there could be yours. This, though, is mine. The rifle's mine. You don't get it. Just a scope and rings. But anyway, so get entered to win. Thanks for watching this Midwest Long Range. I'll catch you next time.